Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hello, Missy. Hello, Kodiak. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. It's Thursday. I'm very excited to be here because we're wrapping up the, this is the last day of the build, the last march of the bricks for Rivendell. We're going to get it all together today. Got the last 4 bags out here. They're not terribly big bags, so let's get on it. I'm just going to go ahead and start. How are you all doing today? Today's kind of a big day of stuff. There's lots to talk about. I'm going to get cracking on my love street here. I'm excited to get this done because then I can move back to some other Lego, cheers, Lego items. This music's a little weird. We'll let it play for a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so how's everybody doing? How's your penultimate weekday before the weekend? All right, so we're on bag 46. It's a very small bag. I'm just finishing this. So I'm sure everybody's seen the news. Have a headache right now? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, this is a bit epic. Let me know if that music's too much. I'm sure everybody heard the news, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. It's going to be everywhere in the next few hours and days and whatever anyway, so we can move on from that because this is not the place really to kind of talk about it. I have my own views and you have your own views, so let's just move forward. I do have some sad news. There is a designer, I don't know if you saw the community post or any other Lego posts about this today, but there is a designer for Lego named Jorn Thompson who passed away, and he was a designer for a lot of sets that I grew up with as a kid. A lot of space sets coming out of the Futron and Blacktron era. He did a lot of Space Police and Space Police 2. What's up, Johnny? How's it going? A lot of adventure sets and castle sets, just a lot. Like, so if you can look up Jorn Thompson on Brick Set, which is something I didn't know you could do. You can apparently look up designers on Brick Set, which I think is great. Sets designed by so-and-so. I encourage you to check it out. He did a lot of stuff that I bought as a child with my own money and kind of made me who I am in terms of a Lego fan. So here's to Jorn Thompson. Cheers. You're on your way to get dinner for the family? Well, your family appreciates that, feeding them and whatnot. Yeah, so that was sad. Also sad, and I don't know how to handle this. So we were all gearing up to do our community project post, or community project, and a friend of mine and previous Lug ambassador texts me this morning and says, have you seen this? And it's basically an update to project support. And it says that if you are in a lug that has so basically the rules are, if you're in a lug that's previously done project support, we will not give you priority when you are applying for projects. we'll give priority to those who have never done it before, and I appreciate that. That's great. But there was a little rule change in which, and then it's also first come first serve. So if you wait to the last minute to apply, and there's a limited amount of space to apply for these things. So if you get in late, you may not get a chance to get your project okayed. All that I understand. That's all well and good. But there was a new thing this year that said if you haven't displayed your project yet, you can't apply for next year. So the problem that I'm running into with my lug, and I feel bad because my lug already had to not go through lug bulk this year because I'm an idiot. The problem is our display that we had signed up for, that we put in on our application, isn't until the first part of July, which means once our event is over, the very first display, and I had put down like it's, July through September, but September's got canceled. We're not going to display at this other convention because the other convention got canceled. So now it's just this one in July. Right. So here's a kind of a new piece. I haven't really seen this piece before. I don't know if it's new to this set or not, but I've never seen it. This would make a great coffee table. You put a little tile on top of it somehow. A little clear tile, and it looks like a divorced dad's coffee table. So what's going to happen is and I don't know if you run into this at all, Johnny. I don't know if your lug is doing project support or not. So if we don't get our project done, or if we get it I'm going to back up. Our project technically is over in the middle of July, and the project applying window is the end of July. But they may close early if they get enough people applying, and first come first serve. There is a chance that we may not even be able to apply because our event hasn't happened yet. Which I feel I feel like the goalposts have been moved. I was talking to my friend in the lug, and he's like, yeah, I mean, that happens. Project goalposts get moved all the time. Uh-oh. These are squeaky when you put them together, and I don't like that. I don't like when pieces are squeaky, because that generally means it feels like those brittle pieces. And this is reddish brown again, so I don't know if it's this type. I ran into this with clips earlier on one of these pieces where it was like the clips felt squeaky when you put them together. I'm not real happy about that, but we'll see. So it's in a Minecraft set. Cool. 8 people in the stream this week at once. Just had fun chatting and hanging out. No blips. Nice. Yeah, that squeak is not... I don't like that. So we'll see if maybe it's just that one piece or... Nope. That's gonna break later. Can you hear that? That's gonna break. You know what? I don't think it's these pieces. It's these. Well, crap. That's going to be a problem later. Not that this is ever going to come apart, but just keep that in mind. Yeah, good stuff, Johnny. That's great. It's always good to have a lot of people on that you can chat with. Keeps you going. Keeps you from getting bored. Let's see. So yeah, so I'm a little bummed about that. I mean, there was no guarantee that you get the your project approved anyway. So we could have applied and met all the criteria, and then they just went, sorry, we're not going to approve yours for whatever reason. That can totally happen. So, but the fact that I feel like it's a little stacked before we were even trying to kind of, and it feels like they changed something at the last minute. And then on top of it, the person who lets everybody know, is the music obnoxious? You don't like this music? How about this? We'll change it up. Just music in general, that specific music. I was trying to do something a little more lively. We did have folk music on here at one point, and I was really excited about that because I could kind of, it kind of felt a little like Lord of the Rings-ish to have like flutes and violins and, you know, that kind of stuff, but this might be a little better. I'm seeing also that Yacht Rock is on here as a station, but without vocals. I don't know what that sounds like. A Mike McDonald instrumental. She was somewhere back in long ago. Riding for the wheel, chapters her life. Riding through it here, she to his mind. I don't know the words. As she rises to her apologies, everybody else can surely know. Dun 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 dun. Watching her go. Try to believe. No. Oh, I don't even know where I am now. I don't want to update today. So yeah, Macro, what's up, Macro? Good to see you. Yeah, I need to go listen to some old Bee Gees, or not Bee Gees, Doobie Brothers and some Mike McDonald. I feel like that centers me. That's the music my parents listened to when I was a kid. They were kind of nerds for music. Not like they were music nerds. They were just listening to nerdy music. Whatever that was in the 70s and 80s they listened to. Like, just kind of standard. Like, they weren't really into anything specific. Kind of wide variety. Like, ABBA, Dolly Parton, Waylon and Willie and the Boys. I think they liked the Monkees, and I like the Monkees. Linda Ronstadt, Bread. They listen to Bread. So I mean, it's kind of all over the place. Happy Almost Friday. Likewise, Macro. Hope you're having a good Almost Friday. Friday Eve, penultimate work day. So, yes, so there was the issue with our project support. So I'm a little bummed out and I had to break it to the lug. And we'll just have to see. We technically displayed some of the stuff that we were working on already. So I could say we have displayed some of this, but it wasn't in our original date for the application. Because we have shown, there's one guy up in Dallas has had it on permanent display since we got it. So there's that. But also we displayed it at an event at International Lego Day. So there's that. So hopefully we can maybe fudge it and go, look at all these little weenies. No, we don't do that. So we can go, yeah, we've displayed it. We're going to go ahead and apply. But that's kind of up to them to whether they okay that or not. I don't know how close these are supposed to be together. Oh, they're not. They're not. As she rises to her apologies, everybody else can surely know who's watching her go. So, I had this great email from, or Facebook message from my theater director. When I was in college, I was in theater. I was in musical theater. And did a lot of Shakespeare plays and musicals and mask shows and one acts and all kinds of fun stuff. And didn't really keep in touch with my director, although she's on Facebook and she found me on Facebook, and so that's cool. But I think also I've had a lot. This is really like, this is all over the place, by the way, because these little clips move and the sausages move and the chain itself moves. So just if you're ever doing this, be ready. It's kind of twisty. So my theater director messaged me, my old theater director messaged me like a week or so ago and said, hey, I still have some of your artwork. When I was in theater in college, I would spend downtime drawing comic books. And me and a friend we were in theater together, he was a writer, or wanted to be a writer. He never actually wrote anything. He's like, I'll write the comic, you draw the comic. I'm like, well, that sounds like I'm going to be doing most of the work. Which turned out to be 100% the case, because he never actually wrote anything that we worked on together. But I did a lot of drawing, and I was kind of teaching myself the art of comic book drawing, which is to basically ape other comic book artists and try to figure out your own style and try to figure out anatomy and everything from people who obviously aren't very good at anatomy to start with. So I don't know how she ended up with all this stuff, but apparently when I left, she either wanted it or I just kind of gave it to her and was like, here's some artwork. Because she's like, hey, I have some of your, message me on Facebook, hey, I have some of your artwork. I was thinking of mailing it to you. I was like, wow, that's really cool. Sure, I'll take it. And my head is going, are you dying? Are you divesting yourself of earthly possessions? Have you become a Buddhist? Like, I'm cool with whatever, man. You can send me whatever, an envelope full of here, or you throw this away. But so I got it the other day, and it was cool to see some of the old artwork. I think I showed you guys. It was like my version of I had a twins X-Men team. It was 3 pairs of twins, and it was called X Squared. I thought I was being real clever with that. I thought, surely somebody else has done this. But no, they haven't. So anyway, she messaged me again today and was like, hey, I just found more of your stuff. I'm going to mail it to you. I'm like, okay, cool. And she says, by the way, and then she buries this lead. Are you also a video game player? Along with all your Lego stuff? And I was like, yeah, I actually, I wouldn't consider myself like a professional gamer, but I do play video games, and I have I got a PS5, and I pre-order stuff, and I, spend a lot of time playing games. So sure, why not? She's like, because, and then kind of on the down low, she was like, my son is Leroy Jenkins. Like, whoa, back up. And like instantly I'm like, are you telling me that your son is the source of the most widely recognized video game, if not the most widely recognized video game meme of all time? That's your son. So I know Leroy Jenkins video, staged, fake. Something they were going to do. They didn't think it was going to take off. It was a lot of fun to do, blah, 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 whatever. Still, the fact that she's like, oh yeah, bomb drop. I'm like, what the really? I'm like, that can't have been, really? Like, I knew she was married. I didn't even know she had kids. I have no idea. Come to think of it, yeah, because the dude's name is Ben Schultz or something like that. That is totally rad. So anyway, yeah, she drops that bomb on me, and I'm like, wait, what? And then, of course, I write, wait, what? And another message, and then, of course, she doesn't respond at all. So I'm like, oh. She's got to be in her 70s or whatever, so I'm just waiting for 70s person to respond to me on Facebook, which could be, I don't know how long. Yeah, I'm like, that is super cool if that's actually the case. Like, I've been quoting that meme for years. I think we all have. The morale patch on my vest is the first half of that quote. Is it, but I got me some chicken or whatever it is? Alright, we got Elrond in this one. I think this is the last bag of figures, is it not? No, we got to get Aragorn. Do we have Aragorn yet? Nope. We got Elrond and Aragorn coming up. Because he just shouts, "Let's do this," and then goes, "Leroy Jenkins," and they're like, "Did he just run in there?" Time's up. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh God, that's so good. Like, you have no idea how often that gets quoted just by me and my friends. It's amazing. So, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause to show off the chairs. Those are the high back chairs. This is really finicky to put together. It looks great once it's done. All that medium nougat, right? Looks really nice. And the thing where we're going to put the ring. I'm sure there's another ring in here somewhere. Like if we wanted to slap this thing on here. Frodo's holding one right now, but they give you like 27 rings. So we'll just put one on there like that. There it is. It's speaking the black tongue of Mordor. Alright, so we got Aragorn. I can never remember the dude's name. Elrond. So we got Elrond, and I'm going to make him look serious, because serious Elrond is serious. So yeah, that was funky. That was a weird interaction that I had today. Sort of offset the... yeah, at least I got chicken. That's my favorite part. Because he went to go make something to eat, and then he came back, and he's like, "What are we doing?" Come on, focus, focus. There we go. There's Elrond. He's super serious. There's Elrond's other face. He's super happy. Welcome to Rivendell, Mr. Anderson. Alright. So we got Elrond there. We got all our people lined up. Alright. Trying to think of what else is going on. So there is a super secret, adults only, stay with me, Lego community portal. And it's one that's being tested by... I probably really shouldn't be talking about it too much, but it's going to be... it's being tested by ambassadors now. And others in the community. And it's supposed to be like... our response to maybe like the come to this zone to play area of the lego.com website for kids. This is supposed to be for adults. It has articles about builders. It has interviews. It has quick articles like building styles and techniques. It has a place for you to be able to post photos and comment on them. That's kind of it. It feels a little like try hard, and we let the LAN people know about it a little bit. We're like, there's already communities like this all over the place. There's message boards, there's people that respond to articles, there's Instagram, there's groups on Facebook all over the place, blah 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 blah. If Lego had gotten to this space maybe 10 years ago, it would have been killer, but we've gone to other spaces now, so this might not be one that's very attractive to fans of Lego. We're kind of trying to be honest about it, and the site itself is a little clunky, but anyway, so we're all testing out, we're all posting stuff and everything, and I posted some microfighters in it. There's no real groups either, everything's kind of meta organized, so instead of like actual physical groups, there's groups by hashtag kind of thing. So if you add something, you put a hashtag on it, and then it groups it into that. But it doesn't let you really make the groups. It's kind of like existing ones, and then I think you can add other ones in the post, and if they get enough of them, they'll create the group for the hashtag. So I'm not really sure how that works. Anyway, so I posted some stuff in there, and the official Lego site was, and then I forgot about it like for 3 months, because I think we all did. But the official response, there was probably an intern responding to all the posts, and they're like, these are all very amazing, especially that B-Wing. How long have you been doing this? Please post more. And I'm like, really? And I just now saw it 3 months later. So I instantly posted like a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, oh, and here's all the non-Star Wars stuff that I've been doing. Sorry, some of these figures are not Lego. They are custom pieces. So we'll see. So that's fun. Did that. Let's see. Is anybody going to go see the Dungeons and Dragons movie this weekend? Anybody? Anybody? I think me and my friends are going to go tomorrow. Beth is not. She has no desire. Let's see what else is going on Lego wise. There is, I think there's been some sightings of Indiana Jones Lego in the wild. There was also, I don't know if they are, if it's officially released yet. I haven't really looked at, like, already seen it. Did you see a screening of it? I thought it came out, like, tomorrow. Maybe it came out earlier this week. I don't know. There are images of... Oh, good. That's all I really want. Like, I don't want it to be too... I don't want it to be too... I don't know, not full of itself, but I don't want it to try too hard. I just want it to be a fun movie. That's all I care about. And I'm not a D&D enough person to know if they're doing something wrong with a character or with stats or anything like that. I don't really care about that. Cool. I know enough to go, hey, that's a thing, and then that'll juice my brain a little bit. So there's sightings for paper boxes for pick-a-brick walls. I think that was just on promo bricks, so I'm not really sure how much I can talk about it yet, but instead of the plastic blister packs for figures, I think it's just a figure stand, the pick-a-brick figure. Well, I don't know. Anyway, it's in Germany, so I mean, who knows when it's going to get here, but they're cardboard boxes instead of blister packs, or even think the plastic jars. So we'll have to see. Something else. Oh, there's a new Star Wars +4 set out, or coming out. It's the Tulu Temple, which I'm not really sure where that's from, but it looks like young kids. It looks like the old Star Wars Adventures or whatever it was with Yoda and the Freemaker Adventures. It kind of looked like that. We're all thinking, because Yoda looks like a child in it, so we're all thinking maybe that this is, and the outfits of the Jedis, because the Jedi look youngish too, but I think that's to appeal to the 4+ group. But their robes are... All right, take it easy, Missy. Get some rest. Drink a lot of water. I hope your headache goes away. If it goes away in the next hour, I'll probably be here. It looks like High Republic stuff. Like their robes look High Republic stuff. Kind of light with some gold on them. A little bit of purple. So that's kind of cool. It's a 4+ set and it's $40. And you get 3 figures and a droid, I think. So it's a little hefty on the price, I think, for that size. So that's interesting. I also got my kind of expected but sad anyway email about the MIDI-sized executor. Like, I had forgotten I'd ordered that. And I got the email today that says, yeah, it's on back order. We'll send it to you when it comes in. And I'm like, I totally forgot I had this, but now I'm sad that you didn't, because I thought I ordered it pretty early on in the day, but apparently I didn't get my order in time. It's High Republic. So I looked up that temple, Tulu Temple or whatever, nothing came up. Like, there was no information about Tulu Temple. So it must have been in one of the really young, kids books that came out recently. I don't recognize it from any of the... I've only read 3 of the novels. So... But I didn't recognize that name. That doesn't matter. But of course it sparks the meme of the Tulu Temple +4 set. And then it says, it's the you and then the guy they told you not to worry about. And it's like the mock Jedi temple from Brick Vault or something. It's pretty funny. So this is pretty cool so far. This is a big old tree, and it's got some great trunk action going on there. Nice looking curves with these macro noodles. Megaronis. I think that's it for that. Okay. And then over that. I don't know what other people were calling them. It wasn't micro or megaronis. It was something else. I feel like there is... Okay, there was. I didn't catch that down arrow there that one time. All right, so there's that. Let's see what else. There's Bricklink news about Trans Black going away. And it's literally Trans Black is dead, long live Trans Black, because they're replacing it. What we've been calling Trans Black has actually been Trans Brown. And so they're replacing it. Bricklink is talking about replacing it in their system as Trans Brown or Trans Black Old. Get the Brick. Hi, how are you? You look like a new chatter here. Are you new? If so, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you have any questions, please ask. Also, like and subscribe. We are about done with this bag. Or these. We've got 2 bags left for Rivendell. And then we can celebrate. I don't know what we're going to do after that's done. We're going to go find some more old Toby. Don't be hasty. No. Not really, no. So where are you from? What you do? What's your favorite Lego? All that stuff. Let's start with that. What's your favorite theme of Lego? Like generalized favoriteness. All right, this is 2. I know Khan didn't like this, but I'm getting... Can we do happy EDM? Let's try happy EDM, see if this is any better. Oh no, I was curious about Yacht Rock. Let's see what Yacht Rock does. Sounds like spaghetti western. This is the opening credits to a Quentin Tarantino movie. Yeah, this is not Yacht Rock, this is Surf Rock. It's got the Dick Dale guitars in it. Oh, Texas, where in Texas? If you don't mind my asking, because me too. I'm also in Texas. I am in Central Texas. Superheroes Modulars City Coach? City Coach. Interesting. I don't know what that is. All right, this is part of the Southeast. Say no more. Let's say Beaumont. I don't know which direction this goes. The directions are vague. So let's just say it goes like that. I feel like Zoidberg. Let's just say that. Why not? Let's just say that. When I used to be able to do Zoidberg pretty well, but I currently am not able to find that. Oh, you're a coach. Got it. Where you are, what you like, and what you do. I see you answered all my questions very, very expeditedly. Efficiently. Well, that's cool. Glad to have you. What current thing are you doing with Lego? Are you building anything? Are you just collecting? We got some Star Wars people in here. I'm a Star Wars person, but I also like the car, not the Technic cars, but like the creator cars. Those are fun. Any icon sets. That's kind of it. Any sets like this where it's kind of like a big deal to get it, should get it. And this is not Yacht Rock, this is Blues. Okay, I don't know where they're going with this, but alright. You've been building the Hulkbusters. Cool. Did you get the super big one? I don't have any of those. But they look fun. Okay. My old eyes, man. Yeah, so as I was saying, we are now... we are in the age of trans black and trans brown due to the snub fighter that's coming out in May. That canopy, that windscreen, is now officially the trans black. And it's a little bluer. It's like the difference between old gray and light blue gray or dark blue gray. It's a little more bluish than the other one. So now we have an old black, trans black, and a new trans black. Long live trans black. And Bricklink is going to be adjusting their database and their everything, the shops and everything, to reflect this. And I think they said they're going to do trans black old instead of trans brown. I think. So keep an eye out for that. If you are an active Bricklink user. And I think we're probably going to call it... We're probably still going to call it trans black for a while. Until there are more... Until that new piece is a little more ubiquitous within the community. I don't know why I thought that was dusty. There's like a little shine right here, and my instinct was to rub the dust off of it. I'm so used to like the stuff in my own house where I'm like, that's dusty. It's been in a bag for a couple weeks until I got it, and it just was in a bag until now. Dust. So Southeast, are you a member of any of the lugs? That's going to make Speed Champions interesting. Yeah, well. Are you a member of the Houston lug by any chance? Are you aware of lugs? Should be my question to you. Yeah, I am so floored that my director never said anything. Still, you just don't drop the bomb that your son is Leroy Jenkins. Houston Brick Club! Woot! All right. Well, welcome. I'm in Austin. I'm the ambassador for the Austin group, so that's cool. I will hopefully see you in July. Schlep my little microfighter setup down there for the big to-do. Oh, this is... Whoops. Did I put that on the wrong... No, I haven't turned it yet. Okay. Oh, check it out. These in green. I'm guessing these probably showed up in Minecraft as well. Somewhere. That's super cool. Houston Brick Club are good folk. Tim's a nice dude. Worked with him on all the last year's Brick Rodeo stuff. That was nice. There's a dude next to me, and I forget his name, but he was very cool. He also had he had a bunch of this is gonna be crazy if it's you, but I don't know. He had a bunch of brickheads, like Star Wars brickheads that he had done, and he had this great cupcake holder to display them all on. It was such a great display. So he was cool. And there's two guys, and I can never keep their names straight. Dr. Gregory, Dr. Johnson, does the big, the big David Bowie mosaic. And then there's another dude, and I forget his name, and he does the movable sculptures. And then his wife did this robot chicken that was amazing. So yeah, it's always they come out for a lot of stuff here too. So it's, and then we got one guy, Brian, who moved out from there to here. So we stole him from you guys to your loss and our credit, because I think he's going to be a real good. Seems to be a good member of the group. So it's very cool. So yeah, good having you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, somebody needs to tell Pretzel that this is not... This is great. I'm going to listen to it all night, but it's not yacht rock. This is a great little bit to have in a tree, little knot. A tree knot. That's pretty cool. In case anyone's worried about how to build trees, there's a big old trunk. I'm guessing this last bit is just going to be a giant tree, because this is all leaves and stuff. And then this whole thing is just going to settle in the middle of this big piece, and then we'll put it all together. I'll have to put the camera somewhere else. What else is going on Lego World wise? Y'all's lug is super active too. I'm signed up in the Google group, and there's just all kinds of posts about displays and events and stuff. It's very great. We get chatty in Discord a lot, but nothing super official and stuff. Yeah, lately it's been very chatty. 5 or 6, not new, but 5 or 6 threads that just daily have a lot of stuff going through them. And I'm trying to keep up. I don't want to just delete them, because I want to, keep abreast of what everybody's working on and everything. Just in case there's something we can cooperate on. I know Tim just posted the... we were talking about this earlier. The project support just opened up, and we've been working on ours for an idea for months, and it turns out we may not be able to apply for it because we haven't displayed everything from the castle build, which we're going to be displaying in July. So kind of bummed, because we're well, we can't apply until we display, but when we finally display and give you the report of the display so we can apply, it'll be mid-July, and by then the program might be closed, or we'll be applying so late that we won't get it. So it seems kind of, I wouldn't say unfair, because it's like it's a benefit program. It's not really a guaranteed anything. It's just kind of like, well, would have loved to do that, but we can always do it next year. Contest was Micropolis builds. I did a quarter scale version of the original Blacktron base. That is amazing. I think I still have... This is my only Micropolis build that I've done. This is the Driscoll Hotel in downtown Austin. And I honestly think it's too big for the micro scale. But this would be like half a city block. It's very dusty. It's been sitting over there a bit. So if you did like, if this was like a full city block, like from here to here, right? That's one block. This would be the alleyway in it. So that's the only one I've ever done. And I've kept it on the off chance that at some point Austin does what Houston did, which is to like Micropolis their city. It used the original movement for... I'm gonna have to check it out. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, so get the brick there. Houston did a Micropolis, and Brian, actually, the guy who's with us now, did a lot of it. Or did some... I don't know how much he did. I think he did a bit of it, or organized it or something. He still has his stadiums put together. But I kind of want to do that for Austin too, but I feel like I want to give it a little time, but so it doesn't look like we're completely aping y'all's idea. And this is not Yacht Rock either. Guys, come on now. We meet once a month, so it's not like terribly frequent, but we do meet once a month. What did I miss? I missed one in here. Yeah, we do meet once a month, and we also try to get together for drafts or other projects. So it's just a kind of a matter of timing, I guess. I feel like sometimes we meet too much. And the last couple times we met, we've been getting like 35, almost 40 people. We had to find a new place to meet. Yeah, these pieces. So keep an eye out for these pieces, these brown mod plates with the bars on them. When you're attaching them to other plates, they're very squeaky. And it sounds like days of crappy, brittle, red, dark red, reddish brown. Dark green was another one that just shattered after a little while, so I wouldn't be surprised if these shatter for some reason. What was I saying? Oh, so we've had a lot of... more recently, we've had a lot of people show up, which is cool, but the place we're meeting is like kind of at max... I think we can get up to about 60 or so people in there, but what happens is oh no. I've missed an entire... Scheisse. I'm gonna have to go back through and see where I missed this. And this. That's not supposed to be there. Well, this might be. That might be an okay piece to be extra, but not that piece. It becomes a, like most of the time spent is like everybody showing off their mock. And it takes like an hour and a half to do that. And then we all vote on which ones we like, and then everybody gets a piece of the loot if they brought a model. So, all right, you have to bear with me because I know this is a tree, but I've missed this somewhere. And I don't want to... Oh, there it is. I found it. Down here. Yep. Easy enough. I can get that back in there. I have to pull this whole thing off, if that's possible. It may not be. A little bit of Stone Temple Pilots feel on this one. Again, not Yacht Rock. Oh, I just love complaining. How is that supposed to get in there? Oh, that's why. Haha. That's why this piece wasn't staying on there very well. Originally. Now it all makes sense. It's all coming up Millhouse. I held my breath as you pulled that piece off. It was pretty easy. It only connected here and here, so it was pretty easy to get apart. But what you should be holding your breath on is anytime you take those brown pieces apart with the bar on them, the 1x2 plates. I feel like those are going to shatter, man. That does not sound great. All right, so there's that with the tree, and we're on to our last two bags, and I think these bags go together. So this may be it for the Rivendell. Yes, this and all the swords, this bag of swords and daggers and axes, and my axe. You have, there's a great video. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so here's all your axes and weapons for all your people that you've had so far. There is a great video going around of, it's Lord of the Rings, and it's every time Legolas talks to Frodo, or Legolas and Frodo share lines, and it says, "And you have my bow," and then it says credits, you know, and then it's like directed by Peter Jackson. Hilarious. And the other one was Lord of the Rings when two female characters interact, and it's that little girl in the Two Towers talking to her mom about what happened to like her brother or something like that. She goes, "But what happened to whatever?" Directed by Peter Jackson. That was it. Hilarious. Funny stuff, man. All right, so we've got kind of different things here. The only swords they're talking about, and I'm a little bummed about this, but we'll see. First of all, this is a great collection of swords, and I'm going to show you without the bag so you can kind of see them. So we've got Aragorn's sword, we've got Boromir's sword, and then we've got Gimli's axe. And then we've got a lot of extra. So these are all extra, except there's a little knife. This could be Sting, right? So we'll put that over here. This could be I mean, that's an Elvish blade, but I don't know who that would go to. It's not Legolas's, because he carries knives. And that's it. And then finally we have the hilt of the shards of the hilt of Narsil. We don't have any shards that I can see yet, so, and I don't see them in here anywhere. Do we have a sticker and I didn't see it? There should be that like thing where it's like a big empty grotto with like, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's in here somewhere. We still have stickers. It might be stickers. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to... oh, we got to build Aragorn first. It's fun when you know a thing about a thing, too. I feel like this is a cool thing to be like, hee hee hee, I know what this is. Hee hee. I'd be building, let's see, do I give him a grimace or a slight smile? Let's give him a slight smile for now. He would have followed us into the very fires of Mordor. This is a lot better than when I'm building... I know nothing about Bionicle, the cartoon. I know nothing about Overwatch when those sets were coming out. So, like, the fact that... Why does it have the bag numbers? Oh, that's just because these are the characters. All right. So there's Aragorn. Put him together there. I'm just going to put these aside for now because I don't really need them. I'm not going to put them in their hands. They also aren't very descriptive about which goes where. But yeah, we've got Gimli's axes and Boromir's sword. Wherever Boromir went, he's right there. Okay. And then I think this is Sting. I'll give that to Frodo later. All right. Final branches, and then we're going to put some leaves on. There's a statue in here. See where this takes us. I'm excited. The last couple bags. This has been going on for weeks. And we're going to be done. And then I got to figure out where to display it. I do not have a place for this yet. And I don't know where I'm going to display it. I'm thinking, given its depth, I might be able to put on this front shelf and then just get rid of... I have like a bunch of like Bad Batch and 501st and Mando and Andor stuff that I don't necessarily need to keep together. Kenobi, that scythe shuttle from Kenobi, doesn't need to stay together. I already built the micro fighter for it, so it doesn't need to stay together. Times 4. That's so awesome. I started on Luke's land speeder on Tuesday. I caught some of the VOD on that. Yeah. Isn't that the fun part where you're like, well, I don't know where I'm going to put this. But it's built. I'm going to have to... like, I've started... My wife is... God bless her. She's very understanding about where I put all the Lego in the house. Because, first of all, she doesn't have a... She doesn't have house... I feel like there's an old Madness song, Our House, where he calls his mom house proud. That's the only thing I have going for me in this description. Where you want to keep your house clean and you have ideas for decorations and you want nice furniture and you like are always trying to keep it tidy and nice looking. She doesn't have that. She doesn't care. She'll do like minimum things to keep our lives going, and that's fine, you know, laundry and dishes and stuff. But like, I was like, we should get a new bookshelf or something over here. What do you think about getting new cushions for the couch? She's like, I don't care. Just, that's not in her world view, really. So when I start putting Lego all over the place in different parts of the house, I don't even think she knows it, right? She doesn't even notice, really. I have to kind of point out to her. I'm like, is this okay here? Do you think this is all right here? I put this, like, I'll put the, a lot of the, oh, they're angled down. My apologies. A lot of the flowers are just kind of spread throughout the house. I've got the dried one hanging up above the Starry Night, which is hanging. And then... goodness gracious, I'm supposed to go up. These go up. And then I've got other flowers like in my desk, and there's some in the kitchen, and just general kind of flowers everywhere. Which is what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to put flowers places like that. But then we have a big hutch in the middle of the kitchen. It's like this big, it's attached to the wall. It was built into the house. Yeah, they gotta stay in the room. So outside of the Lego room, because I've got all this, and I've got a big shelf over here that's like UCS Star Wars on top, and then like some icons, like Nintendo and Atari, and the DeLorean and the Ghostbusters mobile, and then the Galactic Pursuer. Is that what it is? The classic space? And then Star Wars, right? Lots of Star Wars. And then the Pyramid. Pyramid, I think I'm probably going to sell. I just got it to build it once, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I'll probably sell it. I still have the box for it, so I can sell it. But then in the other room, like in our room, I've got Galactic Explorer. Thank you, Pursuer. I've got Optimus Prime sitting on a shelf next to a globe, and then underneath that is the Jazz Quartet. And it's funny because people will walk by it and not really know what it is, and then they look closer and go, "Is that Lego?" And you're like, "Yeah." They're like, that is amazing. And then the TV room, there's a big shelf that has a bunch of cars on it. Not the Technic ones, though, like the truck and the double-decker bus and the VWs and stuff like that. So it's fun. It's nice to kind of have thrown around the house, but I'm getting to the point where it is... this front room especially is getting to a critical mass. Like, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm trying to get rid of some of this via selling it, but I'm not a big seller. I don't have a Bricklink store, so I'm just kind of beholden to eBay and Mercari and whatnot. I haven't shifted anything from eBay in a couple weeks. I'm kind of worried that, I don't know what happened, but like for a while I was listing stuff. I have all those old architecture sets, and for a while I was listing them, and like I would have one person a week or so bid on them or offer to buy them because they're just all buy now. And I haven't had anybody buy one in like almost a month now. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to hang on to these forever. Okay, this isn't Yacht Rod either. This is jazz, man. Smooth jazz. I mean, it's not smooth jazz either. It's just jazz. A little bit of funk, maybe? Funk jazz? Yeah, so it's getting full, and I've got sets that I haven't built yet, so I've got a backlog of sets now, which I never had before, really, so that's kind of interesting. And then I've got just junk over here. It's like bags of unopened stuff and partially started mocks and not Lego. Like, I've got all these Hasanhe parts. 8. Mein Gott. This is a lot of tree. Hasanhe it wasn't Lepin, but it was, you got it off of Alibaba. So it wasn't real Lego, but I had a friend who works for Apple who went out to the Philippines for a training to their office out there, and she came back with one of these great little sets. So you know these let's see if I've got one close by. These new things that you get as like gift with purchase, these world houses, this is how big they are, right? They're not minifig scale, but they're like minifig micro scale, right? It comes with a dog. There's a dog on it. But this is one of 4. This is Houses of the World 1, and there's going to be 4 of them. And my guess is that you just stack them together, and they're little cute houses. This one kind of has a Creole feel, Mediterranean feel, something like that. I'm guessing that some of them may have like a Tudor experience or ranch style. I don't know. But anyway, I've got all these other ones, and they're all kind of that size, but they're all businesses, and they're all fake businesses. So they look like an Apple store or a KFC or a 7-Eleven, but all their logos are slightly different. And they're great. I think they're awesome, and I wish Lego would make them or something like that. I think they would sell amazingly, but they're not real Lego. So I don't know what to do with them. They're sitting there, and I haven't bought any more. I don't know if I want to buy any more, but they're fun. Just don't know what to do with them. There's a lady in our lug who's like, if you've got knockoff Lego and you don't want it, I'll take it. I'll build with whatever. And I feel like that's a good philosophy to have sometimes, is like, it doesn't matter. And then meantime, I'm like, no, it does matter. It has to be Lego. Has to be. I think I'm tired of this weird station. It feels like it's all over the place. Chiptune. Let's do chiptune. I'm always a fan of chiptune. I love chiptune, but if this becomes a bother for anybody, I don't think he's still here, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just let me know. There is an artist named Lukash that does chiptune music, and it's amazing. It's got to be some of the best stuff out there. I love it. I wish I could play it. So, Johnny, I don't know if you've run into this, and I don't know anybody else who may be streaming knows this, but... Oh, it may have been on Twitch. Never mind. Somebody was saying that they know somebody, and I don't know who it is. I think Darth Designer does this too. Simon is his name. Just listens to whatever music. Oh yeah, for sure, Kodiak. Take care. I have a question about music for you next time, but you take off, and I'll talk to you soon. He listens to whatever music he wants, and just if it's not okay to listen to, they won't display the VOD later. Like, they don't do anything to you during your stream. But I think it's just Twitch. I have a feeling like if I was listening to whatever the heck I wanted to on YouTube, like, my stream would get immediately shut off. Which sucks, because, you know, I'd want to listen to Daft Punk or Flogging Molly or whatever. Little Fratellis. You know, just have like a mix of music. It doesn't really matter. But Lukash would be great because it's no vocals. Oh, and this is going to be hell on wheels. Right. I knew you use your own music, but like back in the day, why is this grinding? It feels like it's grinding. Back in the day, I asked the guy who does his own music, Lukash, if I could use his music to stream, if I like gave credit or whatever, and he's like, yeah, absolutely. And then so I tried, and then it totally got flagged. I was like, well, that didn't work. Okay, I don't like Lego trees. Mostly because the instructions don't really... They're very loosey-goosey about it. And they're like, just get it on there. Doesn't really matter. I'm like, but if I don't do it how you guys have done it, then it won't fit. So I don't really know how you've got it going on here. Yeah, the bots have no idea. And it's not... Like, he was like, yeah, sure. But then he didn't tell me, like, EMI Music owns his stuff or whatever. And I'm like, oh, you know, what the deuce, man? You can't do that. Your streaming gets shut off. How dare you, person who's making their own music, doesn't let some little Lego person like me do whatever they want with your music? That's very unfair of you. There's another one. I'd love to just listen to Tron. This isn't Tron, it just sounds like it. Got a whole other one on here that I'm not going to be able to fit. I should be using your music, Johnny. Yeah, that's not gonna... I understand where this is gonna be coming from, but this is not... I don't even think you know what you're doing, instructions. See, that's gonna be stressed, and I don't like it. I have no idea what I'm doing. There you go. And all 5 of the people who are on my channel will totally get to hear it. You're going to be famous by the dozens. It'll be you listening to your own music. That won't be weird. Alright, screw it. I don't care how good that tree is. It's fine. It's just like that. Okay. I don't like it. Alright, and here we go. We get to set it into the building now. So, here's the big moment. Dun, dun, dun. It needs to sit in here. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Are these guys supposed to be pointing out? One there. One there. Oh, there's 2 up here. That's why. Okay. So... let's see, does this connect to anything? Or does this just set? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Too late now. Get out of the way, plant. Oh, of course. Come on. That was easy. That was like butter. All right, I'm gonna move some of this over here. Hopefully not obstructing too much so you can actually see what just happened. Oh, look how pretty. That's the meeting place. That's where they all sit. What does it look like? What does it look like if they sit? I say with stuttery. Uh-oh. It's asking me to put it all together. I might lose. How am I going to do this? Alright, so this is it all together. Let's raise this up. You might see some of my PJs. So I don't know how this is going to fly. We're going to lose our figures. Just can't be helped. This thing is way big. Yeah, I can't move it back. It's on the edge of the table as it is, so. But I think I can make it taller. Even farther back than that. Oh, other way. Yeah, I don't have an armature. I have it on a tripod. It has served me well thus far. All right, this thing is a behemoth. Holy jumping. Can't even really turn it so you can see it without moving it. Come on. Yeah. Just busted a mushroom or something back here. Nope, it's that dang frog again. Man, frog. Okay. So, let's move it over here a little bit. I have to reset all this once it's done. You know what? I got a better idea. I don't think my cable is long enough to go back that far. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make this work. You guys can see yourself in the chat. It's one of these twist tripods that like you twist the pole and it tightens, but the problem is like it's like tightens a bunch of different sections at once. Is that a little better? I'm not going to be too in the way, am I? It's about as far back as I can go. How's that? I want you to be able to see it all. And then you get to see yourself up here. Let's make this a little smaller, because you don't really need to see that too much. There we go. All right, let's see if we can finish this up. What do we got? Oh, I'm making a little thing. Oh, this is the shards of Narsil. Dang it, that's gonna probably go in the back somewhere. All right, we'll figure it out when it's done. Okay, because this is a statue and it's got a table, and I'm guessing it has a sticker. Because I've got 3 stickers left. Where did I miss? Okay. Yeah, I do need to get like an armature with like, because I've got my kids got me like a ring light with a tripod, but it's one of those like tripods that's like this big, right? And it like has little extended legs. It's to sit a camera in front of you so it doesn't, so it can take pictures of your face while you're doing stuff, but I need something to like kind of go up. Especially having needed to use it for artwork. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. This might be a neat new angle, actually. If I just kind of stay out of the way a little bit for building. Yeah. Okay. Maybe not the chiptune. Going back to the lo-fi. It's maybe a little too lo-fi. You hit that whiplash of... Nope. Too chill. We're fighting a boss and now we're like at the end credits. Tell you what, that's a lot of snot building right there. I can't see. Oh, you know what happened since the last time we chatted was Mandalorian and holy crap, the season finale of Bad Batch. Wow. If you haven't seen either of those and you're going to, I'm going to give it a minute while you tell me not to spoil anything. Otherwise, we talking about it. Mando wasn't a season finale. It was just a episode. And it was good. I mean, it was real good. And then Picard was on today, and Picard was pretty good. I still feel like Picard is spinning its wheels a little bit. Like, I kind of think they know where they want to go, but they don't have a full season's worth of story, so they throw in a little action, and they kind of spread it out, and then, you know, they don't have people actually communicate very well, so there's a lot of misunderstanding that has to get resolved. Do you guys remember Lost, how that was very much, if you guys just communicated like human beings, there wouldn't be half of this show feeling about a show? I sure do. Very Tom Papa. You ever watch Lost and just get really upset at everybody and everything that you ever seen your whole life? I have. Yes, the shards of Narsil still sharp. Times 2. Yeah, and so I need the shards of Narsil blade. Yeah. And then this character, which has a basic Lego face. Do we want them serious or sad? Do we want them sad? Or serious? Or slightly happy? Let's say sad. This is a thing. They're very unhappy the Dark Lord exists. And then they're holding the sword, the hilt. Oh, it goes in the back. Okay. Oh, okay. Kind of goes back in here. This is an upstairs area. I thought this was a downstairs area. Can't really see what I'm doing, so. And yet again, Technic bits are screwing me. Hate Technic. I hate Technic pins. I hate Technic bricks. Yeah, so that's just going to sit because F that. It just won't go in, and I hate it. I hate everything about that. Just sit there and you smash at it, and then the whole thing falls apart because the stupid things won't line up well enough to put it on there. So we'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I don't know what this is. This is another drawing room board thing. That's something that could have been done during the construction of this big set right here, not at the very end. I don't know why they did it at the very end. I'm all kinds of salty. What happened? We're having a good stream, Rollman. You get all bent out of shape. Well, this stupid thing, $500. Could have got my dang thing right. It's not the way I'd have done it. I have a feeling this is going to get stuck in the back somewhere too once it's done being set up. Yep, that's a sticker. Did I miss a sticker on something else? I don't have too many pieces left. It's another map. Which map is this? This is the main map. Ah, like Lagaso. Oh, this goes on a piece. What the what? Oh, this piece. Okay. It's like, ¿qué pasa? Expertly placed. Well done, I must say. That is the map. You can see that. It's very cool. It's got all the towers. It's got Gondor. I would not take the ring within 300 leagues of your city. Or something. And they're going to say, put this in the back. Ugh. Yeah, man, come on. Ooh. Oh, man, it really goes back there. I think this may be in the way. We're going to try this without it. Because there's a whole thing that it attaches to back here. I think they were premature in making me put all these things together just now because I'm going to try to get the shards of Narsil on here. See, it's these two Technic brick. I don't even think those line up. Ah, crime and Italy. This goes like that. What other thing are we going to put in the back here? Where does this go? Goes in the back. Oh, this is the forge. Okay. This goes in the back of this. So I'll have to turn that around once this is done. And that's where all the other weapons go. Haha. Or most of them. Haha, hee hee, ho ho. To the funny farm where men with little white coats and little white hats, they've come to take me away, haha. Tomorrow feels like a weekend. It's one of those days where my boss is going to be out and we don't have any major projects and I don't have any meetings. So I'm going to be working on small things, trying to get stuff kind of wrapped up on some things, and it's just going to be super chill. But I mean, I'm wearing PJs now. I'm going to wear PJs tomorrow. Sweatshirt and PJs, man. It's been my uniform for like, oh, I got to do this twice? For a bit, and I don't really care. I'm enjoying working from home. It's cozy. I get to stay with my dogs. It's been 2 years. 20 to 21, 22 to 20. Yeah, 3 years? Right? We're in 3 years of this? 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23. Yeah. My goodness. I know that's how math works. I was confused about the years for a second. So I'm on a couple new things for all my weird medical stuff. I've got a couple. Oh, I've got to do that tonight before I go to bed. I'm on nasal washes. Fun. I'm on a Flonase Sensimist thing that I spray in my nose. I am not a fan of the nasal washes, that is for sure. I do not feel like waterboarding myself. That is not fun. And then the Sensimist is fine, the spray is fine. That's whatever. But I'm also on a Meprazole, which is just medicine you take if you've got like bad GERD or something. All right, I gotta keep one of these out for Boromir. Did I already keep one out for Boromir? Yes, it's up there. So axe and sword and bow. I think this is the rack of quotes, because then the other one is like all these. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. All these elven swords, and then I think the rest are 2, axes. The rest are for me. Extra shards of Narsil, Sting, and then an extra Anduin Flame of the West. I don't know if that's official or not. I don't know what his sword was before. He got the new reforged sword. I don't know if it had a name. I think he just kind of kept finding swords. All right, so we've got these two things, and they go in the forge, which is this. We'll spin this around. I don't know why they did it like this. This is really weird. This goes all the way in here. Can I take this off? Yeah. Somebody said this is how you do it, and I forget who it was, and say thank you to whoever it was. Because it doesn't show you on this that you can take that off and put it in here. It just says, put it in there. What I got, you got to get it, put it in you. All right. And then we've got something with a map. And oh, is that not the last sticker? I missed something. I missed a sticker. What? Oh, please say I didn't miss a sticker. Oh, no. Okay, well, hang on. That's going to be a problem. That's going to drive me. I'm going to have to go through like 3 things of instructions to figure out what sticker I missed. Number 12. All right, so this is... Oh, this is Mithril. This is what Bilbo gives to... upside down. That's what Bilbo gives to Frodo. And Sting are all in the same thing. So come here, Sting. All in here. That's very cool. So there's Sting, and then there's the Mithril. And that goes... What the what? This goes in here. Oh. Cool, it's only a half hour left of the stream in which I will be looking for where a sticker went. So this goes in here. This is, come on man, you can't do this early in the process? I don't even know like how far to go with that. Sure, why not? Okay, so it goes in there. It's in Bilbo's study. It's not even all the way down. There we go. So that's Bilbo's little room, right? And you can't take that off really. You can kind of take that off to get some light in there, and you can see his where he's writing his book. There and back again. That probably shouldn't come off all that easily, but it does. And then his really super great ornate bed is in there. That I think I ruined. Yeah, so that came apart. I don't know how to get that back on there. That's going to be a problem. It's all coming apart. What is this? You've got to be kidding me. Seriously, it's all falling apart. So there's parts in here you got to be really careful with. You can't use them to grab. You can't use them to hold on to anything, or they will come apart. Oh my God. this bedpost that is going to give me effing fits because it's a round. All right, so literally not having very much fun with this right now. All of this stuff that is in these rooms should have gone in to the rooms when we're making the rooms. Don't put it in there after the fact. That is, oh, that's so frustrating. I mean, I get it. I don't know why you'd want to. See, now this is all stuck in here. Put the chair back. Meanwhile, this thing is coming off, and meanwhile, I've knocked the roof off, and then I still haven't got the stupid bedpost back on. All right, so that's part of my review for this set, is that there is stuff that you have to do at the end of the set that should have been done as part of the set earlier. And this frog is never not going to come off. Does he not go there? Sorry, I know it seems like I'm getting really down on this. I'm just kind of frustrated. Well, and it's not even that, you know, the instructions are fine. It's just like, could you not have gone... Well, I mean, there was that... I don't know if you were here for this. It may have been on Twitch, but like, there's a whole thing along the stairs where it was like a whole piece that wasn't there, like for like 3 pages. And then suddenly at the end it goes, nope, now it's here. It's like, really? And I don't know exactly how. I think this is just like that. So luckily it goes on there. Okay, and I'm back to whatever. So now this bit is, I think we're done. Now I'm just turning. Oh, there's another sword here and another sword here. Yeah, this kind of stuff where it's like, put this sword on, like you waited for this to be done later because you wanted to open up the bag of swords last? I just don't understand that. And now it's like, I can't get this in here. Because my hands are too big. But I have to take this table out so I can put this sword on here. It just doesn't make any sense why you would do that. It doesn't. It's almost like they're flexing and showing off how you can take a lot of this apart. That's my only guess. Yeah, I agree. It's... Part of my thing is like I don't have a lot of room on this table and I could probably have a little more room, but at the same time I'm like, whatever. All right, so here's the next thing that the set does is it takes all the figures apart and it makes them, it gives you sittable figures for when they sit at the council of whatever, right? Or anywhere. So if you wanted to make them sit, this is, I'm not gonna do it. But like, let's do an example. So here's Gandalf. You can take Gandalf and you take off his little legs, which are this, it's this sloped wedge piece, which is really in there. And then you make a little lap for him. And the ones for the hobbits are adorable. So then you give this, you know, here's him standing, right? And then here's him sitting. So you can put him in one of these chairs. So that's a sit mode, which is cool. You can do the same thing for, I'll just build it for Elrond's got the same thing, so I can at least get the pieces together. And then it looks like Frodo and Bilbo both have one with these cute little feet pieces. Because they don't have bendable legs, so you make the feet pieces. Let's do Bilbo since he's already here. Take his little walking stick, take his little legs off. Which doesn't come off unless you take his hair off too. I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes going through and find... Oh, this hair piece does not stay on very well at all. That's very touchy. Be careful of that. So here you've got like a headlight brick with a little peach flesh-colored legs on it. And here's your legs, and here's him sitting. So it's a pretty cool, you know, he's got studs on his butt, but whatever. So you've got that for, there's an extra piece for Frodo as well, so you can make him sit. Why nobody else gets to sit, I don't have any idea. But those aren't, well, no, everybody else gets to sit because they have bendable legs. These are the people without bendable legs. So I think the idea is they want to, my mic is like way over here. I'm so sorry. It's probably been very quiet. Stud, what's up? You're here at the end of all things. The next thing I'm going to do is try to figure out where I missed that sticker. It's on a book somewhere. I just have to find the book. So I don't know. It's number 12, but I don't know where that book is. Those chairs are tasty elvish builds. They are. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. These are the characters. The sticker over here. We're gonna turn all this back around. That's Bilbo's walking stick. I'm gonna look for a book while I'm doing this. So you've got all these things around here like this. These little studs along here that you can have people standing. So that's cool. They give you like some suggestions in here about where you can have them stand. A couple of these people don't have anything to stand on. And then that's it. That's all there is. Yeah, this is Arwen. Oh, is it this book? Oh, maybe. Please say it is. What bag? Oh, man. It's not that one. I think it was this one. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, it's got so many great usage pieces. The cupcakes, the sausages. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's just get down to find where Eowyn comes in. I want to light all these things up in here for the mushrooms too, so I can turn lights off and see all the mushrooms on the back side. This is all the water pieces that we had fun doing. Just trying to see if this book is, because it's a black book with a brown sticker. I don't think that's right, but we're gonna check it because I've got nothing else to do for 15 minutes. Not those bags. Maybe it says it at the top. Does it say what bags are which? 20. Go down to 20. Because otherwise I gotta find something else where the sticker goes, and it's gonna be frustrating. 20. Maybe 21? 21. Oh, there's 21. Maybe 22. Fine, whatever. Well, it's not in there, and it's not that book. Okay. But she can sit. She sits right here. Maybe. And we can say that Aragorn without his sword. Or maybe with his sword, whatever. He's a badass. Let's just put him right there. Yeah, let's see if we can turn this around. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through. This is the sticker number 12, if anybody has any idea where that goes. There's lots of things that could be considered books. I do like that this piece comes off and I can look in here, but there's no... That book looks like the door from the Mines of Moria. So I have no idea where that might go. There's lots of things around here that it could be. But yeah, here's those awesome chairs. You can see those right in there. Get a little closer on that. Those are pretty rad. That's your basic, that's your huge setup. Those are really great chairs. I love them. The popsicle sticks, or the popsicles as the backs. That's really nice. And yeah, then there's all this stuff in the back here. Right? All these like drawing tables and bits, places to sit. There's a little bench back here. You can put somebody right here. Right? I don't think there's anything up in there. The only other thing I can think is maybe it's the back of his book. Let's try his book. Let's try this first bit. Maybe it's the back of Bilbo's book. Yeah, the weapon forge is pretty cool too. Let's look at that real quick. I mean, you saw it. I just took it apart to get into it. I just took all this apart to get to it, but here's some great... There's really nothing in there. There's a great library with a settee in there. Big painting of the last battle with the Narsil. And then this tower is still really cool. Right? It's a very cool tower with all those figures on it. Sorry I had to shift the camera so you could see it, so the lighting is not awesome. But let's look. Let's look at the early part of this. Let's see where we are. The second floor. Have we built his table yet? No. That's his bed. That's the rings. Yeah. So... I think I was so infatuated with... Yep, that's it. I was so infatuated with the rest of this. So I'm going to take the tower off, because it comes off pretty easily. And I'm going to try to take this book off, because it just goes into a clip. Now, whether I can get it back in there or not is another thing. But this is the front of the book. And I think the star goes on top. Says it does, so let's just do that. I don't want to be sitting out here with like an extra sticker and then lose my mind trying to figure out where it went. So Lego is very proud of the fact... Oh, of course that's gonna... This is all gonna fall apart again, by the way. Lego is very happy to tell you that the desk is a load-bearing desk at this point. It even says right in here, not only is this a great location to write a book, but this desk also provides critical structural stability for the roof and the tower. Very excited about that, so they say. But the problem is if you want to get anything attached in here, I don't know how I'm going to get this in here. Again. My fingers are not... Like I have no idea how to do this. Oof. This might just have to kind of be like shipping a bottle. I may have to go get like some pliers or something. I used to own surgical clamps. How? Yeah, that's what I need. Oh no. Nope, that's not what I wanted to come out. That's what I wanted to come out. I used to have these surgical clamps that I found in a river long time ago. And it has been like my most favorite tool for everything. Like it can get into little crevices that I can never get into better than any needle nose pliers. What I needed to do was get like a set of like computer engineering tools, something that like small screwdrivers and whatnot. So it's I would have really appreciated them in this set. I agree with you, Stud. I'm not a fan of stickers either. I'm gonna allow it for this set only because I feel like there's a lot in here, and for them to have to do all this printing, I understand why it needed to be done for this set, especially stuff like this though, like his bed. I mean, you didn't have to do that. But I get it. You can't really reuse a lot of these stickers, but you were never really able to reuse a lot of the stickers anyway. Going back to, you know, even like Spirius days or stuff like that, where it's like, when am I ever going to use this robot face again? Okay, so everything's applied. Everything is set. Everything is together. Everybody's so creative. So there you go. There's Rivendell. I will say there's not... You have to be really careful where you grab any of this, right? What is that up there? Oh. What the... Really? Oh, there's a thing in there too. There's a top. There's a thing in there that kind of... I don't know what that does. Nothing. If I can see back here. So there you go. Like I said, there's not a lot of places to grab it, so just know that it comes apart in 3 places. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this thing for now. These are all the people that go with it. So yeah, I took a few off here to put on here. Whoo! Yeah, pretty much. There's Rivendell. All falls apart. There's a lot going on in here. There's a lot of small... I mean, you could literally look at this all day. Like, the biggest part... I don't even really know if you can see this very well. I'm going to try to slide a little bit of it over. There we go. Like, just like the wealth of looking like if you had this angle right here. This is almost the best, right? A lot of this is really good. The trees are super cool. There's kind of a big open space right here for, I don't know. There's kind of a divot back in here for, I don't know, right? Like if you wanted to, I could see this, you could build something up from here. Like this could be the center of a very big, if you wanted to make a display out of it. Do like some, like have the water run off in places, do some more trees and stuff. So yeah, this is an idea set that has a lot of stickers. I think, did Voltron have stickers, or are all those tiles printed for the numbers? I think they were all printed. I don't think you had to put stickers on those, but I agree. Ideas set used to be no stickers. There's some great tile pieces in here. These tile pieces for the floor are really great. They specifically are made for a starburst, though, so you could do your best to use them in other facets. I think once this is all together too, I wasn't really sure how this would look, but this roof pattern with this color of tile is not my favorite color of tile. I don't know why, but I just not a fan of how it looks by itself. But I will say it looks good with the trees and the sand green of the towers and stuff. It looks pretty good. Yeah, Voltron was a rad set. Voltron is really good. I may have to I have to go through and dust all these things. I may take them apart and do the lions. The downside with a lot of these sets is it's unfortunate that you don't get to display it so you can see everything, right? In order to see like a lot of the stuff from this backside, like Bilbo's room or the forge or this little area in here behind with all the the drawing room tables, and then the second floor with the shards of Narsil. You know what I just realized? There's no shards. There's the handle, but there's no shards. I feel like there could have been a sticker or something, or some little bitty filament pieces like from a sprue that you could get and put them on that table where there's the shards of Narsil. A lot of figures. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 figures. That's a lot of figures. So this is how many pieces? 1,500 and something? No. 6,167 pieces. So this is quite a few pieces and 15 figures. Yes, and you know what? The stickers, there are stickers on here, but there's not a ton of stickers. For this size of set, this is probably the same number of stickers that you would get for a Speed Champion set, to be honest. There's not that many. 12, maybe? 13? It's not too bad. And most of them depict, like, big things. I could have done with printed tiles for the maps and stuff, but I think it's all right. The water feature is great. Those curved windscreens are awesome. I like the stonework in this olive green and dark tan all over. That lends a nice flair to it. We do get new plant pieces. There's a lot of new pieces in here. Some are these new plant pieces, which are great. They're all over the place. So expect to see these in a lot of mocks coming out. I like the tree roots, how it looks like the trees growing under this thing and out of the forge over there. It's really pretty. Like, it's a very pretty set. I literally have nowhere to put it. It's just going to have to sit on my table, and I think I have to give up streaming for a while until I figure it out. Or just do designs. I can't build anything else. So it's not too bad width-wise, like I could put it up, but then it angles out right here, and that becomes an issue. It's also very tall. So I'm going to have to measure and see if I can do something. Anyway. So I think that's it. It's 10 o'clock. I think we did well. Thanks, everybody, for sticking with me while we did this. And sticking it out. I'm going to put our characters back up in here. Bilbo and Gandalf are up there now. And yeah, so this was super cool. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad you guys were here to kind of hang out and watch. Yeah, there's those cupcakes in here. Those like light cupcakes. Like, I don't know what this is for. There's this piece right here. What is that for? Something happens in there. There's something rolls away. There's a little place to hide something. Nothing. There's nothing above it. I mean, unless I've misremembered where there's a... I think that's just to hang at a rakish angle, so it could look a little. But I mean, it's specifically in there. It's specifically on here, and there's like a slope in there, like something's supposed to roll out. But there's nothing above it. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a little drainage ditch or something. I don't know. And then I broke that. Ooh, these things come off easy. Yeah, once you've got it together, there's parts that just kind of come off. So be real careful. Yeah, I think these fern parts are going to be great to order. So, all right, that's it. That's all. Thanks again for sticking this out for the month that it took to put this all together. I don't know what I'm going to do next. It'll be Sunday. I'm not going to have any microfighter parts by then or new Horizon machines done by then, so I don't know what I'm going to work on. It may also be that Stud, you're going to be sad about this. Our project, Mars-based project, may have to be put on hold to until next year, because I don't know if we're going to be able to display in time. But that means that I can also start working on Terratron again, so we'll see. Excuse me. All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for being here, everybody. And I will see you I'll try to maybe do something Friday night or Saturday or something like that. But if not, I will see you back here on YouTube again on Sunday. Make sure to like this, and you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.